up here working. I'm up here trying to do my thing. This ain't really work, though. This is not really work. This is my career. It's not really a job. This is my career. You know, some people have jobs. Some people have careers. Some of y'all in the audience. Some of y'all got jobs. Some of you have careers. Now, the people in the audience with careers need to learn to shut the fuck up when you're around people with jobs. They don't want to hear your career bullshit. Keep that shit to yourself.
Hello. You don't know me, but I know you. I want to play a game. There is only one key to open the device. It's in the stomach of your dead cellmate.
What's up, Universe, and welcome back to the web's first must-see comic and nerd culture show. Welcome to Comic Universe, guys. I'm one of your hosts, as always, C-Dubs, and I'm riding solo on this video. Except for that little bit of clothes over there. That's my boy, Mikey. Guys, and we just got news yesterday. Sorry I'm a little late to the party on this. I saw it, but just didn't have time to do a video or my thoughts on it. Chris Rock is looking to basically reboot the Saw franchise. I'm gonna just let that sink in. Just let that sink in for a second. What the hell does that mean? Now, being honest, you know, who knew Chris Rock was such a huge horror fan? Or, in fact, such a huge Saw fan. But apparently he is like numero uno fan. He loves the Saw franchise. And he actually, you know, wrote the script, wrote it down, came up with the idea apparently himself, and is looking to produce and possibly even direct the new Saw franchise, basically starting from scratch. Well, I assume starting from scratch when we say reboot. However, thinking about this leads me to go, do we really need to keep beating a dead horse? Now, I understand Saw has its fans that go and see it in droves. You have just general horror fans that, if it's a horror movie, especially if it's in the theater, they're going to go check it out. And as of right now, it's set for a 2020 October release. So perfect time frame, right? To try to make as much money as humanly possible for a horror movie to come out around, you know, Halloween. A week before Halloween, if you will. So this is a great idea in that regard. And I can only assume that Hollywood, that the producers that saw the success that the reimagining and I guess restructuring / reboot to the Halloween franchise with Danny McBride, and how they did. So, you know, and people always mention the darker side of comedians, right? And again, Jordan Peele, comedian, and look what he's doing in the horror genre. So for Chris Rock to be dipping a toe, dip the toe into, if you got that reference, 10 points to you. If, you know, Chris Rock is looking to kind of, you know, broaden his horizons, spread his wings, and jump into the horror genre, I'm open to the idea. I just don't know if I'm open to the idea of reinvesting in Saw. Honestly, after the third one, I checked out. I was done for the most part. I haven't even seen in the entirety of the last few. You know, when they came back with Jigsaw, I was kind of interested, thinking that that was kind of going to be more so of a reboot. And when it turned out to really not be, and I haven't actually seen it, I just heard from hearsay, I was like, well, I'm glad I passed on that one. So, again, you know, and they've done everything they possibly could do that would genuinely make sense, you know, in the Saw franchise. We've done, you know, the proteges, and how many secret proteges can one man have? We've gone back and shown, you know, twists and turns that, oh no, this actually takes place in the past, and got you with the, you know, a huge swerve, if you will. They've done so many different things, and there's, what more can you do? And I think it just, to try to expand or explore actual Jigsaw as a, you know, as a person, you know, sometimes things are better left off, you know, in the terms of like a mystery. So again, I just don't see the appeal or the point. Now, there's no denying the impact the first Saw movie had. It was, in all intents and purposes, whether you're a fan or not, pretty amazing. It set up a franchise. It changed horror it added to the lore of horror, you know. So it's definitely an iconic movie. So in that regard, I don't want to see it rebooted. However, I am interested to see what someone the caliber and the mindset of Chris Rock, who is leaps and bounds my favorite stand-up comedian. And I support him, so therefore I have to, in turns, at least be open-minded to this. Am I going to check it out? Yeah. Am I interested in seeing how all of these comedians are now jumping over into the horror franchise or the horror genre? Yeah, I'm interested in this. I like everything I hear about this, but it is strange to me. Now, this is just me theorizing. I haven't read any scripts, seen anything, haven't heard any rumors. But if I were to kind of take what I know of Chris Rock, again, I'm a humongous Chris Rock fan, and just take what I know and kind of see where this might go, I want to say I see it going in the realms of like The Purge. And what I mean by that is The Purge, you know, started, and then even though it always had a little bit of political elements to it, I just see that maybe, just maybe, considering the content that Chris Rock is known for, edgy, racism, I don't know if that's a word, but, you know, dealing with racism, and just basically all intents and purposes not giving a fuck and just saying what he thinks on his mind and what's relevant in today's, you know, world. Again, and if, you know, regardless if you're red or blue, elephant or donkey, you know, that's not what we're about. We don't really like to get into politics here. We will on occasion, but again, whatever your views are is fine, but the general consensus of, let's say, Trump and how he's going, I can honestly see this maybe a group of people, a militia or something like that, inspired by Jigsaw, is now like maybe turned the White House into a trap or something to that effect, or just taking political influence, people that are possibly racist or whatever the case may be, and that kind of intrigues me. But to me, that doesn't scream reboot. That screams an extension. So I really am kind of confused as to where we're going to go. I can't see how you could top the first one. I'm open to it. I think the only real weak, maybe the weakest point to the Saw franchise is basically the characters within them. How, for the most part, you really don't care all that much about them, especially as the movies went on. So maybe he could focus a little bit more on the characters or families or good people, kind of getting mixed up in bad scenarios and not just questionable people. You know, again, I'm kind of at a loss of thought of where else we can go with this franchise, but fingers crossed that Chris Rock kind of follows in the suit of, you know, Danny McBride and of course Jordan Peele. You know, hopefully we have another successful you know, comedian jumping ship, if you will, over to the horror genre. And I'm always open to a new horror movie, new takes, and if this is a success, maybe he has other thoughts in that twisted head of his that he's going to deliver and bring us. I just hope that maybe it doesn't go in the realm of like a spoof movie, which I don't think that he would do since he's a fan. I can't fathom him, you know, turning into something similar to Scary Movie. But, you know, that it is a possibility. I mean, he is ultimately a comedian at heart. But fingers crossed that that does not happen at all. You know, and, you know, maybe it is time that Saw take note and, you know, see some of the other movies that are in its type of a genre and just kind of maybe take a break. You know, leave it be for a little while. Let it rest and give it some time to breathe, and then maybe come with a reboot. You know, who knows exactly, you know. Again, money talks, bullshit walks, so if it's going to make any kind of a profit, it's for sure going to happen. And again, it already has a pseudo-release date of October of next year. So, yeah, guys, Universe, let me know in the comments below, what do you think is up with these comedians jumping over to the dark side, if you will, you know, leaving the laughs behind and trying to go for jump scares? And do you think Chris Rock could pull it off? Do you think my idea of this whole maybe political torture in the realms of maybe a president, you know, maybe being in this situation or something like that, or maybe a high caliber actor or something, do you think that's a good idea? Do you have a better idea? Do you have an idea of which way Chris Rock might go with it? Let us know in the comments below, guys. Don't forget to smash the hell out of that like button. Smash it like you mean it. Guys, thanks for all the support. If you like what you're doing, that's the best thing that you can do to help us out is by giving it a thumbs up. And guys, also, if you ever give it a thumbs down, just let us know. Give us some constructive criticism. What did I or any of the other guys on the team do wrong? What could we have done to make it better for you? Also, if you have any other ideas for topics of videos or news or anything like that, let us know in the comments below, guys. We're always looking to reach out and, you know, talk with you guys more. And until next time, guys, I'm C-Dubs, and I'll see you in the universe. Peace.